it's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
And sometimes you have to serve as your own blitz control. And what I mean by that is there are going to be times when guys come free and are going to hit you when you're trying to throw the ball. He stood in there and took it and still completed it for a 1st down.
Well, yes, running back had vacated the area there, but able to complete it to him. Still make a gain out of it.
I guess that's what we call a safety valve, and it worked pretty well.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Looks like holding on the offense. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Back to throw again. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big-time play there by the Cardinals.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. he's going to take this one down to the 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
They'll run here with Swift.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Ray Swift, the ball carrier. Huda Baker on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
Well, this one taken in by Cephas. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
In punt formation.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
The first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
The Lions take over.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Quarter of play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there on the screen pass. 65 yards.
And a Cardinal 1st down.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And now he'll tuck it and run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made at the
Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
A gain of 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Chase Edmonds.
Chase Edmonds, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Cardinals 17. Lions nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James, and it's 3rd and short.
Buda Baker there on the coverage.
throw here. And Jones has it over the middle. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Cardinals 17, Lions 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Murray now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey.
No
gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain.
Pass complete,
Brings up
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yards.
Okay.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he's good. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Kyler Murray as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
To DeAndre Swift. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing deep for Galladay. Third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
To throw is Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
first down. Carson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 45-yard line.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Chase Edmonds, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
A gain of
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 22 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, and we've already seen examples in this contest, that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Another Lions.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. That's out to the left and complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
4th down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Down here at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it with Carson. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Lions 15.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Now the throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 36.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Gun. Here's Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Lions.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cardinals 38, Lions 15. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Not much there, only a yard.
To Marvin Jones. A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ray Swift, the ball carrier.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
5 brings up 3rd and 4.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it. Go the other way, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Makes the score Cardinals 45, Lions 15. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Swift, ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9. Today's final score, Cardinals.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cards, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.